Tribe Namibia, and happy 2021. And because in order for us to get where we're going, we have to be reminded of where we come from. My name is Sheolenga, and for this episode of the Tribe 2021, we reflect on some of our local and loud interviews on the Tribe through 2020. We're reflecting on the time when Osi Erna joined us on the show, to when Ethnics came through and gave us their debut album, Made in Namibia. Stay tuned, because we have so much coming your way. We will be right back. Welcome back to the Tribe here on One Africa TV. It's a flashback episode of the Tribe featuring some of your favorite interviews on the show throughout 2020. To start it off, we take it back to our catch-up with the mother of Namibian jazz, Erna Shimu. Atlantic. For this Tribe exclusive, we are talking to multiple award-winning Namibian queer jazz musician who is up there with the finest female jazz musicians on the continent, the African continent. Erna Shimu is joining. I feel so just I'm in the presence of her. I must go myself. How are you doing, ma'am? And thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, it's so nice to be back. Yeah, thank you for having me.
We miss you so much, and we're so grateful that now we have another opportunity to get in touch with the music on the Uprising album. But obviously, all that music, the songs you sing, come from somewhere, from way back. Please tell us about your relationship or your journey with music.
Yeah, I'm coming from a musical family where mom plays guitars. He was a vocalist. Father is an accordion player. He's a musician as well. So as a child, I was always encouraged to sing from a younger age. So I joined the choir. It's a family thing. Later, I joined my brother's band, which was called the Semyetu, a reggae band, and have been a backing vocalist for them for more than 25 years until I went solo and doing my own thing.
Three albums,
Three albums, yes.
And was it the first one or the second one or third one that got you awards, or was it all three?
All three of them. I think with the first one released 2010, it got me 2 nominations, whereby I won the best traditional that year, and then the second album got me 5 nominations, whereby I won 4 of them, including the best female artist of the year. And now recently released my latest, Uprising, got me 2 nominations in the Namas.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's how it's done, from the 1 to the 2 to the 3.
Yeah.
Now, Uprising is out, and you've obviously been very, very busy. Your style is very unique, queer jazz. There is none like it in the rest of the world. You're probably one of the only artists here in Namibia that gives us that offering. How do you stay relevant? How do you keep the music for the people? What inspires you inside to bring it to the fore?
Coming from a musical family whereby I was always encouraged to do music from a younger age, I thought these people were good singers, but they never took that music to the studios, whereby it was never released. And nowadays with culture and everything, things are dying out. Our young girls don't know how to take pride and to who they are. This is who we are. This is how our people used to sing. This is our rhythms. This is what I want to take to the world.
Now, while we are there, I just want to say that, talking about the world, you had the opportunity to take Namibian music there. You've traveled to countries like China and represented the land of the brave with your queer jazz flow. How has that helped you become a better performer? How has standing in front of thousands helped you become a better performer on stage?
Because it was for me as a young musician, and first time going abroad, it was very strange. You had to learn, and through that, I got an opportunity to get invited again, over and over again, representing my country, going to places like Cameroon, and then get signed by South Africa, and then coming back, being invited to represent Namibia at the World Rugby, in UK, get the opportunity again, because every time that you get out there, you are representing the country. You are ambassador of where you come from. You are representing not just the Damara tribe, you are representing the whole of Namibia, and the invitation opportunities keep coming. Yeah, and I hope they do.
Yeah, no, yes, it's just this lockdown has us, but I'm sure the invitations are lining up.
It's just a tiny setback, but things will all get back to normal.
We'll talk about that. Was a good one. Here she is with Roquest, compliments of the Positive Room at Matigari Studios.
Almost 7 million kids walk tall in our uniforms. Over 4 million kids look sharp in our school shirts. Over 6 million kids stand strong in our school shoes. That's why we're the #1 school shop. Why pay more than 90 for your first school outfit? Get everything you need and more. Pep, your #1 school shop.
The #1 school shop.
Welcome back to the Tribe. We're reflecting on 2020 as we embark on this new journey, just as a reminder of where we come from. We continue to when we had Namibian hip-hop group LSD introducing you to their rhythm and poetry. Check it out. Welcome back to the Tribe. We are constantly out there looking for the future of Namibian music, and we never disappoint because we got good ears and good eyes. For this edition of the Tribe, we are introducing you to LSD. Gents, welcome to the show.
Hi. Thanks for having us.
I've got to first figure it out. So let's start at the very beginning. LSD, I'm sure my audience are thinking, Shay, PG-13. Tell us why LSD. What's the name stand for?
The name is basically just our rap names, stage names. So it's just the initials of all 3 of our names.
Okay.
Mine is Little Kiddo.
I'm Sweezy. And I'm D'Angelo.
So Little Kiddo, Sweezy, and D'Angelo.
Yeah.
D'Angelo, like, R&B? No? Okay. Tell us about your history. How did you guys get together? How did it even happen, this whole magic?
Hood.
Yeah, in the hood?
Yeah, that's how it all started. I was very young and they were like Lee was already doing it. He was already doing it.
I was really...
Lil Kid was like the plug in the hood.
Okay.
He's the plug when you come to
yeah.
the studios and he's the plug. Like.
And you guys just got together and found a rhythm and flow or what?
Yeah, they since they said I started producing. At the time I was only just producing and I was even doing like electro house, you know. It wasn't even a hip hop thing at the time.
Yeah.
But like as I started going, like I decided I wanted to let's try something on the mic.
Yeah.
So and then I always played it to them, I showed them my tracks, I sent it to them, you know, and then just after that, it just started building.
And which hood are we ripping?
Come on.
Audi down. So
Yeah.
you mentioned the electric music and so on, but you guys do hip hop.
Yeah.
Why hip hop? Tell me, like D'Angelo, why like hip hop? What's hip hop like to you? What's hip hop mean to you?
Wow, hip hop means a lot to me. But I'm not going to be cliche about it and be like, all right, I listen to Park and listen to that back in the day. You know, I had a lot of, I looked up to a lot of artists from Namibia.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to name like at least 2 or 3 of them.
Drop them, that's fine.
Like Kenneth, Lil Stunner.
Yeah.
And KP, obviously. We were all at one school, Delta.
Yeah.
So that's when everything started. Like John Jock, all those people that were just at Delta made music. And yeah, that's when it all started. And I actually started to make music, or started to like music through local artists that I see.
I love that. I love that. How's about you?
It all started when I was like in grade 6, and I started like freestyling at school and stuff, but I didn't think that I would like make a career from it. And then then I started listening to like local music, and I saw what KP is doing with it. Script is out there, he's doing his thing, and I really love what he's doing. And then I just hooked up with my parties, and now
the rest is history. So how's about you? How did you, I mean, obviously now playing with all these like just beats and making music in the hood, like how did hip hop come to you? How did you get attached to music?
I was really inspired by, they all said they were inspired by local acts. Like we really listen to local, we've been listening to local music since a young age. So in my family, I'm like a music family. My father used to play the bass guitar. My mom used to play the piano. I was on the drums.
Yeah.
So that's where the producing started.
Wow.
So, but then after a while, our instruments were just standing at home. Nobody was playing because of life.
Yeah.
And then I just decided I wanted to try out something new, something different than just producing. So started listening to hip-hop music, like all likes of hip-hop music, local, international, whatever. Awesome. And what I saw was that people are telling stories within their music. So then that is basically just how I decided, let me tell my story.
Yeah.
Let's tell a local story of local kids.
Of LSD.
Of LSD.
Yeah. Totally dig it. Yeah. Now, one of the songs that obviously caught my attention, and I think the attention of a lot of people out there in the land of the brave, is your national address. Boy, it felt like the president was like 15, 20, 30 years younger, talking like he is a millennial right now, if he could be in our mindset. But what was behind the concept? What message were you guys trying to bring across to your audiences? Like, what were you trying to say through that video, through that song? It's very powerful.
The thing is like, when we did that song, we were like just talking in the studio about what's going on, because we buy like the newspapers like every single day. And sometimes I'll be like in conversations with like the youth. They are talking about they don't have jobs and we're unemployed and development and what. So
on top of that, the violence against women and
especially that.
Everything.
So we just decided that we have the platform to express ourselves and to like let the people know about what's actually going on, and just not like gossip about the president but do nothing about it.
Say it to his face, so would you?
Just get it out there in everybody's face.
Is there an album? Are you working towards one? Are you guys currently building it? What's going on?
Previous tapes that we have, or we've got, how many? 3.
Wait. Two mixtapes?
Yeah, we've got 2
mixtapes. Anybody? What?
We've got 2 mixtapes.
Like everywhere.
Were you selling it in the hood first, or?
No, since we started, we did this online thing.
Yeah.
So since the beginning, or since our first mixtape, we did the online thing. We uploaded on online platforms everywhere.
Everything to get it out there.
We did literally everything.
We sent it to people. We did everything.
And at the moment, the first tape, which is on AudioMac, has about 18
to 20,000.
Something
so far. And then you guys saw the potential to actually continue with doing it.
Like our first show we had was in SA.
Yeah, that was our first show.
That was last year, ne?
Performance-wise.
That was our first.
We were actually we were flown down.
You were killing it?
Invited.
You were invited to go and kill it in SA? See, Namibians, you need to stop sleeping on our people. What is that line? Who says that line where our countries aren't rapping? You're not rapping us, that's why we're not rapping you. Can you just hit me with that one? It sunk with everybody here. They were like, what? That guy just made sense.
How do I actually say that?
You don't remember.
Y'all don't have our backs, something like that.
Yeah, it's like I just said it like y'all don't have our backs is why I ain't rapping my city.
Now we got our boys being flown out by kids in SA. Watch yourselves, man. Don't sleep on LSD. Collaborations? Because obviously right now you guys are working in the studio. Are you looking at touching base with the artists that you looked up to at some point in time? What are you thinking about?
Indeed, I think we should really do, or we want to do a feature with KP and Script. Maybe even just like the whole team Illest.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I am very inspired by them, what they're doing, because they're everywhere. They are literally everywhere, and that's exactly where we also want to be.
They've been working throughout 2020, so here they are, compliments of Studio and Chill, with this one called Kasijita on the Tribe. For all the Kasijitas.
I've been in and out of the dirt. I ain't chasing clout in the verse, but I'ma do this until it works. I'm just another Kasijita. Funny dal, funny stratita. Neta honey and hypocrita. Ada sa pressa ni pop soda si kakijita.
Ese shopera who's at Mejita. Look at the girls taking pictures. I'm in the peak with your sister. All these niggas fake tryna be us. Bet Mejita sa nigasi o pazula. Ehua kidanyo sineti tuba. Funny dal tryna make it to the toura. Don't tell me your story, give me moolah. Ayy, still a lot of niggas I don't fuck with. Still a lot of niggas I can't work with. I'm all about the money, so I skip beef. And the sound is good, Guido on the beat. Comas dal, where we smoke pipe. The other ones come make noises so on satellite. My niggas rolling up just to take flights. Guido and I on some different heights. Nigga, chicken combo.
With trusted quality and great value on all Clicks brand products, switch and save. Buy Clicks antibacterial dishwashing liquid 750 ml, $34.99 each. Buy Clicks thick bleach 750 ml, $26.49 each. And buy Clicks antibacterial cleaning products 750 ml from $40.99 each. Or buy a Safeway steam iron, $259 each. Clicks. Feel good, pay less.
Oh, let me hold ya. Put my hands all around ya. Every time I'm around.
Welcome back to the Tribe. We are reflecting back to 2020, reflecting on some of your favorites on the Tribe. One of the biggest wins in the Namibian music industry from 2020, without a doubt, belongs to Nama's best R&B winning duo, Ethnics. Our Tribe exclusive is here, and the dynamic Namibian duo Esho and Paige, better known together as Ethnics, are in the hot seat this week. Welcome back, guys.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
You know the love. You know, you can't even touch them. That's how hot they are. They might just burn you.
I just did a freestyle about that recently.
Did you just do a freestyle about how hot you are?
Yeah.
Wow. This is it. You cannot come here and say, look at me. I'm serious, Paige.
Oh, are you putting me on the spot?
I am serious, Paige.
It's actually a Poroti challenge exit in the other guy's song, Koksa. It's Kangama, Kalamino Kumangonda Varama, Flow Yango Shikungulu Shashi Haitalama.
Made in Namibia.
Yeah.
You are like the epitome, sound, rhythm, harmony of what our music is like right now. Tell us about the debut album. That's what you called it. You called it Made in Namibia. Why was it so important to reference home in your the title of your first studio album?
Well, the name is Paige's idea. But I think we leaned on the fact that the sound is very much Namibian. We tried not to lean on other genres that were already there. That's why we call our genre traditional hip-hop and R&B, because he's a hip-hop artist and I'm a strictly R&B artist. But when we come together, we create something within the boundaries of Namibia. So that's why the whole album is called Made in Namibia.
I love how you put traditional hip-hop and R&B, because we cannot leave the traditional element out of it, because you bring so much of it.
Yes. Exactly.
You see, damn, these things goosebumps are made up. What took so long, though? Why did we wait so long for an Ethnics project to come out? We know the lyrics to the first two singles already by the time the album came out. What challenges did you have to face?
Basically, challenges we had to face are things like financial constraints, time, because we both have jobs and we still going to school and stuff like that. Other than that, we were signed under some labels after leaving 777, and we were, struggling to really get the mojo back as to say, okay, now it's the time, it's the right energy to release that album. Because as an artist, there's a certain energy that you have at a certain moment, and that's like your climax, and then you have to get in there with the music. Either you have to drop an album, a video, and just cue it on and on like that. We were also trying to make sure that we release a product that really, resonates with all the people.
The wait.
And, worth the wait as well.
I mean, as they always say that the best chef always takes forever to finish cooking, man.
That's right.
And you will always be there salivating and just like, what is going on? We are waiting. And because we tend to look at the whole Ethnics thing as a brand, and we don't want to just put something out there. That's why we put those very nice singles, so that you guys are ready when we drop something. We needed this type of reaction, man.
And you really did, because with the first that you gave us when Ethnics was coming out, we were hooked, line and sinker, and we carried those with us until Made in Namibia came, and you were like, oh, you thought that was something. Wait, You were also nominated for the Namas 2020 from your debut album. How do you feel? Some people debut, guys, they wait till 5th album to get a nomination, guys. Shout out to those people, by the way.
Shout out. We are really excited, man. It's a blessing to be nominated for your first album. A lot of people, usually ask us, why aren't you guys dropping an album? The numbers are like, every year, and we're like, look, we're not really doing this for the numbers specifically. We're just doing this for the people. And for us, satisfaction comes more from seeing people excited and enjoying our music, either than anything else. But the Namas is a great platform for a lot of artists, as we know in this country. It took us 6 years to complete this album, and we just took our time with it, made sure that the people really get what they're supposed to get, and put our stuff in order instead of making a rushed album just to, do it for the numbers. I know the numbers is a really good platform for a lot of artists here, and we respect that, but we rather do this for our people and not just the money.
Also because when we were back at 777, one of the fundamental values that Arafat put in our minds was that you're not here to compete in the industry, you're here to complete this industry. So don't be trying to compete with nobody or trying to do what everybody else is doing because you see that's what's being done. You do you at your own pace, and eventually you'll make it. And that's what we did.
And you listen, guys. I'm Sorry has been out for like 2 months or something, right? What's the song about? What's the video about? Tell our listeners a bit about, our viewers about it. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, ne? Look, this brother right here needs to be sorry all the time. He's
just like that.
No,
it's how he rolls.
No, he's a sweetheart. It's one of those songs that Paige will explain in better than I can, because he's the lyrical brain in the whole situation. He flows with everything, and I'm just there like
freestyle action.
The one that doesn't write.
So what did you think? What do you want? And then he's like, no, I was thinking of it. And then I'm like, okay.
Then you have an idea.
Then I have an idea. Andrew does the beats, he does the bass line of the drawing of what we're supposed to sing about, and then I just follow. I'm the puppy. All they do is and I just follow.
You got pictures. They also went bigger and better in 2020 and continued releasing music videos from their Made in Namibia album. Here is Ponomate on The Tribe.
Ponomat, andi ponomat, ponomat, andi ponomat, ponomat, andi ponomat, ponomat, andi ponomat, dakarandumat, kunganari, ponomat, ponomat, dakarandumat, kumbanari, ponomat, ponomat, dekulesa, andi kuhala, ponomat, andi ponomat. Ponomat, ponomat, ugege wazaroka bwira, onokutira. Ponomat, agenda tonoro kushanga, kambapira. Pauno Maripura, Maikala Hausa Hima. Ponomat, Honey Ponomat, Ponomat, Honey Ponomat. Ponomat, and baby girl, you know your body is a healer. Orange in my fire and your mobile. Along the sides, that she can knock a mirror. You are so young, I love a chico villa. Honey Ponomat, into a Ponomat, who is in Ponomat, Muganduma, Banana Wayomat, Muganduma, to begin with Ponomat. Nago, Hirabu, Wajua wakari ya umaumbehiwe Kurishi nyata nyata, kurishi wonjo katini Wotu rekinuma Abono waka muni karinai Katini mutu muno bege majo Unduhunu wakumbahiba hiva Ponomat, Andi Ngomune Andi Ponomat, Mehuro Tongoro Andi Ponomat, Andi Ponomat, Wenji vato chonu magano Andi Ponomat, Andi Ponomat, Ponomat, Andi Ponomat, Ponomat, Andi Ponomat, Ponomat, Andi Ponomat, Ponomat, Andi Ponomat.
There you have it for the first episode of The Tribe in 2021. If you have missed anything, follow us on social media at The Tribe Namibia to catch up. From all of us here at One Africa TV, again, Happy New Year. Stay safe. Thank you for joining us. Until next week, Bengos.
It is that time of the festive season again, and many people will be occupied with feasting and partying. I would like to say Jesus, the Savior of the world, has come into the world not to condemn the world, but that the world may be saved through him. So he is the Savior. He is mindful about the lost sheep and brought life to the fullest. So we as Christians at this time, I would like to caution us that the second wave of COVID has just fallen upon our land and needs more extra care and caution. I would like us not to be ignorant and hide under the name of Jesus, but to emulate the saving acts of Christ, that we are conscious that we are in flesh and blood, and flesh and blood can be affected and infected by the diseases. But at the same time, we should be able to take every possible measure to conscious that has been put into place by our Ministry of Health and other stakeholders. Please be mindful of the fragile, of the weak, of the elderlies, of the expecting mothers, of the young children, and even more so knowing that your body is the temple of Christ, and we need to take good care of this temple so that Christ may be glorified through us. So don't be ignorant, don't be reckless, be considerate, and exercise the act of love. And love means caring for yourself, caring for your neighbor, which is the great commandment. So during this Christmas, culminating to the new year, please let's take care, let's be conscious, let's be realistic, and let's all embark on fighting the COVID-19. Keep sanitizing, wash your hands, observe social distances, and also avoid crowded areas, and pray even the more that the Lord will save our land. For the Lord our God, from him comes our help. So I wish you a blessed festive season, and we pray and hope that